Alright guys, we're live. What's up? James here. I'm going to be doing this live stream for around an hour, just kind of hanging out, talking about some Buccaneers stuff, as well as, real quick, I want to mention Tom Brady and Drew Brees were just eliminated in round one of the playoffs. That is so crazy to me. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I was not expecting that at all. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was not expecting it. So, yeah, hopefully the live stream is running okay here. Hopefully it is. I've got the orange. It's not green yet. Hopefully it'll get there. But, meme boy, James, are you going to get drafted? Hope so. Definitely hope I get drafted. Let's go Hawks. There you go. Big old Drewski. There you go. Not the expert. Hey, Neptune, what's up? Ryan, what's up? It's been a good weekend, I guess so, man. It has been something, hasn't it? What's good, Bucs fans? What's up, Jermaine? How are ya? DJ Cam Brate to the Patriots for a 6th round pick. I think you could get more than a 6th round pick. I would hope so. You know, I would certainly hope so. Oh, man. Glad the Poodats lost. There you go. What's going on, Jesus Frias? No Tom Booty, indeed. What's up, Steven? How are you? We need to make an offer for Brady. I don't think I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird. I want to say he doesn't leave New England. That's kind of what I want to say. I say O-line safety upgrade the running back position. Indeed. Sup, do you think Jameis Winston stays or goes? Eric, I already talked about this in my latest video. I think he's going to stay. I think the Buccaneers will use some type of tag on him. I got Caustic and Mirage. There you go. Foshizzle. Gabe Torres, otherwise known as Ben McAdoo. Welcome, my friend. I forgot what it feels like playing on Wild Card. I know. It's been too long. Do I think we can get Teddy Bridgewater? Yeah, it's possible to get him. Yeah, we certainly can get him. The only thing is that, you know, if they bring back Jameis Winston, obviously that's probably not an option. If they don't get Jameis Winston, then that becomes way more likely, you know? Sup, Corey? How are you? Tom is regressing. What's going on, Smallville? How are you? What's going on, Jameis? I'm not Jameis. You guys like the new blanket? You guys can thank Gabby for that. This was from Gabby. She got this for me for Christmas. How does it look? It's very comfy. Also got a new donation goal up here, trying to get a second webcam. So if you would like to give to that, you can always donate by typing this link into your browser, and then you can donate through that. So yeah, I'm gonna get all that shilling out of the way now. But new blanket, that is important. Look at that blanket. That is a comfy blanket. Yes, sir. Oh, Gabe. I always remember the Ben McAdoo memes. That was back whenever we were playing Madden. Gabe, you've been here a while. Art, what's going on, brother? How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Very good. Meme boy, look at James's bed. Ooh, it's looking spiced up. Better than the pure white that we saw. I'll say it's a long shot, but offer Derrick Henry the bank or trade for David Johnson. Derrick Henry is not going anywhere. You know, I'd love to have Derrick Henry. He isn't going anywhere. David Johnson's interesting. He's costing a lot of money right now for the Arizona Cardinals. So the only scenario I see David Johnson possibly joining the team is if the Cardinals release him, which is totally a possibility. If that happens, that's really interesting to me. That would be interesting. Do I think we can get Phillip Rivers? I think it's, again, a possibility. It just all depends on what they do with Jameis Winston. If they get Jameis Winston, no. If they decide to move on from Jameis Winston, it's possible, yes. We'll re-sign JPP and Shaq. Shaq, 100% yes. JPP, probably like 85 to 90% yes. I would trade O.J. Howard for a first upgrade the O-line. Could be a possible thing. What is my reactions on the Saints losing? I was laughing so much and having a great time. You know, while I was watching that game, I kept on thinking, and same thing I did with the Patriots of when's Drew going to bounce back? When is he going to, you know, come back, win this game? I literally had no doubts that, like, both Tom Brady and Drew Brees wouldn't be able to come back and win their respective games, but Neither one of them did. And in the case of Tom Brady, that was pretty much, he threw a pick six as the last pass, same as Jameis Winston. That's wild. So that one was interesting. But for Drew, he was just kind of a victim of circumstance. He didn't even get a chance to score in overtime. A lot of people have been messaging me talking about how overtime rules suck and stuff like that. Maybe they'll look at that. Who knows? But I was pretty shocked. I was pretty darn shocked. I was just like, oh my God. Like, both of them are out, It blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind. Yo, what's up, Random? How are ya? David Johnson? You don't like David Johnson? Love David Johnson. Love me some David Johnson. Trade Testaverde and draft Dave Moore. There you go. David Johnson sucks. I like David Johnson. Come on now. Yo, Ryan, what's up? Definitely need to thank the ghost for that blanket. Yeah. Next time y'all see Gabby, you better thank her in a video. Swear to God. Jamal D and Carlton Ayles will be top 2 cornerbacks in the league next year. I'd cry if that was the case. I'd be so happy. Everybody's loving the blanket. That is beautiful. We love to see it. If I was the Buccaneers GM and Jameis wants $30 million, I would get rid of him and bring in Cam Newton if he's healthy. What do I think? I wouldn't bring in Cam Newton, but Jameis asking for $30 million, that's tough, man. That's a tough number for me to get past. $30 million is. Of course, the tags that I offered, or that I said would be, most likely thing for the Bucs to do with Jameis Winston are $26 million. It's just tough for me to get past that $30 million number. Bucs signed Kareem Hunt. Hunt's better. No. The deflator, it's lose. James trying to jump him. James, have I seen the Brett Coleman piece on Shaq Barrett? Yes, my friend, I have. Also, I'm sorry about that, Art. I will make sure to go check my email right away. And go look at that. And my apologies for that. That is my bad. Got a $5 super chat here from Adam, my friend. Thank you so much. Do I think we make a splash in free agency? I think it's possible. I think it's definitely possible. But it'll just depend. It'll just depend. We'll see. As the finally, there we go. We get the little alert box going off right now. I don't remember which one is for the super chat. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But Adam, thank you so much for that super chat. Greatly appreciated. It doesn't go up here in the widget. We won't be able to see that progress be made up there. But I am going to write it down. So Adam, thank you so much for contributing to that. Greatly appreciated, my friend. Anyway, I gotta roll back the chat here a little bit just to read. Yes, Art, I will respond to your email soon. That's my bad. My apologies. I have seen that piece on Shaq Barrett, though. I saw it when it first came out, actually. So that was nice. Can we talk about how Chris Gallo, Mike Evans, nor Shaq Barrett were not on the All-Pro team? Criminal. It's criminal. Especially Shaq. Criminal. What do I think about Taysom Hill under center full-time? I don't like that idea. It would be interesting to see. But, nah, I'm not really digging that too much. I think he's literally perfect where he is. Looking forward to Winston telling us to look at the stat sheet. Indeed. Who am I rooting for now in the playoffs? Nobody really. Probably the Vikings. One of my absolute best friends in the world who I've known for, almost 2 decades now. He is a diehard Vikings fan. And I am going to probably just go watch the games with him. So I guess the Vikings, I still have the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl, though. I had the Patriots on the AFC side. You guys remember that. That's completely blown out of the water. So, yikes, Let me see. When do I think I will do a draft video for the Bucs? It's coming up soon. I'll get to it. I'll definitely get to it. Hey, Jaden, thank you. Gabby got me the blanket. Looks lovely. Can't wait till Jameis throws 40-40 next year. Delpit. Will Grant Delpit even be there, though, at pick 14? That's something we're going to have to see. David Johnson. Love David Johnson. I'm always down for him. Who would I recommend for a quarterback in Madden 20 out of the current NFL players for Ultimate Team? You got to go with one of those running quarterbacks. I'd say Lamar Jackson. Why not? They are top 10 currently in deflections. Yes, sir. Jalen, they are good. We have some good quarterbacks there. Get Herbert. Hell, get Tyrod. I've seen some people mention Tyrod. I was very interested in that. Sign Carl Joseph on a Shaq Barrett type of prove it deal. Nathan, thank you for pointing out those types of prove it deals. I will get to that in a second. And Adam, this is going to tie into your super chat question here when you asked about making a splash in free agency. I will get to that in a moment because both those points go together in my head. So give me a moment here. $5 make 'em holla. Holla. There you go. David Johnson's injuries destroyed his career. Bucs get Byron Jones. Could they get Byron Jones? Probably not. He's probably going to stay in Dallas. Donate to help James take over the Bucs. We're working on it. What's up, Go Bucs? How are you? I think we go quarterback in free agency and maybe running back and free safety. Could be possible. Could be possible. Peace on Shaq Barrett. Give it a watch. It's good stuff. Indeed. Go click on that link that Art sent. It's very fun stuff. March is so fun to play even though his kid isn't that good. Man, I remember preseason. It was like yesterday. Season went by fast. It did. It did, man. Oh, man. Roethlisberger? I think he's still under contract. I don't think he's going anywhere. Especially given what they had once Roethlisberger was gone. They're probably going to want to see what he has left. You know? Just my thoughts. If we sign Winston, do I think the Bucs should draft a quarterback like Herbert if he is available or sign a veteran backup? A veteran backup. One that isn't going to break the bank, but you can still rely on to start some games for you in a season. Basically what they had last year with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan, I will mention that in a second here. I'm going to keep a note of that as well. I will talk about that. How do we think someone we can't see? Good vid on Winston's options. Thank you. I appreciate that. Non-exclusive franchise tag works for me. Yeah, Patrick, I was very happy with that video. I thought a lot of good talking points. So very, very good with that. Willie, what's up, my friend? Good evening to you. If I missed any of your guys' questions, I do apologize about that. If you just send them enough times, I'm sure I'll see them. But don't spam. Please don't. That wouldn't be fun at all. Offensive tackle's biggest need. It's up there, man. Got to replace DeMar Dodson. Do I think we will make the playoffs next year? I think it's definitely possible. Yeah. I know it's like I say that every year. Xavier McKinney is an option. Grant Delpit's off the board. Green Bay Packers. Offensive tackle first round. I love it, man. $5 Favre long. There you go. Could the Bucs trade Pat P? Maybe they trade for Patrick Peterson. That one's always a possibility with Bruce. 1 or 2 turnovers playoff game. Talking about lack of turnovers with playoff teams. Yeah, that's how you make the playoffs, man. Can't turn over the ball. Big hitter and great instincts, art of free speech, indeed. Let me see here. I'm trying to don't want Roethlisberger, Nick Foles, one Teddy. Did I think the Saints would get eliminated today? No, and I did not think the Saints were going to get, or I did not think the Saints were going to get eliminated today. I did not think the Patriots were going to get eliminated yesterday. Weird stuff going on right now. Really, really weird stuff. Tyrod Taylor, indeed. Teddy, flex. We should trade in the draft. We don't need many new starters. We need to fill out our depth. I like that idea as well. Isaiah Simmons, signed Drew Stanton. Teddy is good, though. Good, too. Teddy is good. I like Teddy Bridgewater. That's Gabby's pick. If they were to replace Jameis Winston, Gabby wants Teddy Bridgewater. Gabby wants Teddy Bridgewater, so there you go with that. Michael, what's up, my friend? Hope you are good. Saying James goes to Pittsburgh. Oh, gotcha. Oh, man. What's my thoughts on Ron Rivera? Great hire by the Redskins. Really, really good hire by them. Saints lost the game. I don't want to hear about the refs. I don't want to hear about the refs either. But I think a handful of Saints fans know that. You know. Do I think we draft Jalen Hurts and bring him in? No, I don't think they'll draft Jalen Hurts. No. At this point, try anyone. I just want Winston gone. Let me see here. Tom Brady to the Bucs. Tua, very true. True words. Speech. Don't trust Alam. All the playoff teams had a great running game. Believe Jalen Hurts. Titans last know the championship. It's a great day the Saints lost. I don't trust Alabama's quarterbacks. I'm almost caught up to the chat, guys. I promise. Definitely be on the board if we could pry Bridgewater away from the Saints. It's amazing how better our defense could be. Saints lost because they could not run the ball. I'm ready to see the Ravens Seahawks Super Bowl. That one would be interesting, wouldn't it? Tampa born. Happy New Year, my friend. Go Bucs. Bruce has said he's like Teddy Bridgewater in the past. More Saints fans whining. Well, there you go. Jason Garrett might be the next head coach of the Browns. I mean, you know, that one would be interesting if you ask me. Is there any chance at all Tom could come to Tampa? I wouldn't think so. I definitely wouldn't think so. But we'll see. Rivera definitely gives the Skins credibility. Agree with that. Draft freaking secondary. With that we can draft freaking secondary. I like our cornerbacks. Bucs, you like Teddy Bridgewater? How much? $24 million a year. Let me just see here. James, what's good? Thomas, what's good, my friend? We need to bring Jameis, Shaq, JPP back. PFF actually graded the line decent. We need a tackle. Prescott to Tampa? Probably not. No, he's probably staying in Dallas. Although a new coach coming in, you never know with them. But now I want to get back to the two questions I had that really interested me. It was, okay, Adam talking about making a splash, and then Nathan saying signing Carl Joseph onto a Shaq Barrett kind of deal. Both those things intertwined for me. I think that the Buccaneers are going to have a very similar free agency to what they had last year, whereas they spent a lot of money re-signing their guys who played good for them, and then they gave out a lot of these prove-it deals. Just because you're paying a guy a lot of money does not mean that they're going to perform up to the standards of that contract. Shaq Barrett, 19.5 sacks, he only made $5 million. Brashad Perriman, $4 million. He finished the second half of the year so strong. So just because a guy's making a little bit lesser money than some of these higher paid guys does not mean they can't put out the same, if not greater, production. That was my philosophy last year. That's again my philosophy this year. You never know who's going to make an impact until they make an impact. That's one of my strongest philosophies in football, just in general. So I really think that the Buccaneers are going to spend a lot of their free agency money signing a lot of their current guys back to deals, since they've all proven themselves to a certain degree, especially guys like Shaq Barrett, Brashad Perriman. But there's other guys who deserve money as well. And then I believe that they are going to continue to what they did last year, which is give these guys year deals, prove it deals with maybe like $4 or $5 million involved in those price tags, stuff along those lines. So while the names might not be super flashy in free agency, they could still easily make an impact for this team. So that's what I think the Buccaneers are going to end up doing in free agency, 100%. That's just my guess. So, yeah. Let me see. So, TJ Hill, the wide receiver, I did see that. There was another question I saw. Was it Kyle? I don't remember who posted it. There was another question I was really interested in. But I can't remember what it was. My apologies. I believe it was talking about a backup, I believe. Can't remember what it was. Can we talk about how playoff quarterbacks? I don't remember what the other question was. My apologies. If we sign Winston... Oh, okay, Ryan. It was from Ryan. If we sign Winston, do you think the Buccaneers should draft a quarterback like Herbert if he's available, or sign a veteran backup quarterback? Let me give my thoughts on this. Now, I said this on Twitter the other day, and people were, a lot of people wanted to talk about it, so I'll talk about it here as well. If the Buccaneers re-sign Jameis Winston to a deal, there's no point in spending a first-round draft pick on a quarterback, even if it is only a franchise tag. I've seen a lot of people say, hey, we're going to hedge our bets. We're gonna draft this quarterback in the first round if Jameis Winston decides to flounder and not perform. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you don't trust Jameis Winston that much to the point where you're drafting his possible replacement in the first round, then why keep him at all? Because let's say hypothetically you do have a scenario where you tag Jameis Winston, okay, he's your starting quarterback for the 2020 season, and then you draft a quarterback in the first round, example, Jacob Easton. Okay, if Jameis Winston balls out, okay, he plays amazing, he does absolutely amazing, cuts down the turnovers, 30 touchdowns, 15 picks, 4,000 something passing yards, you wasted a first round draft pick on a quarterback, and they say, oh, well, you can just move the guy. Okay, you move him for what? A second-round draft pick? Maybe a little bit more with a second-round draft pick? You just wasted a first-round draft pick in the top 15 picks for essentially nothing. And if Jameis Winston fails and you say, okay, we're going to play the rookie, then you just wasted $24 to $26 million bringing back Jameis Winston. When you knew that there was going to be a risk there, to the point where you drafted a first-round quarterback. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't really get that mindset. You know what I mean? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It doesn't. So that was just my example of Jacob Easton. But yeah, it's a weird mindset to me. I get hedging your bets, I do, but there's such an easier way to go about that. Do what Dirk Cutter did the year before, and obviously, that was a tricky situation. But the year before, when you had Ryan Fitzpatrick, a very capable backup veteran quarterback who could win you games there, that was the best thought process of hedging your bets on Jameis Winston. A guy who's not going to break the bank. You're not spending a ton of resources on a backup quarterback who can start games, who can win you games right away. And you don't have to waste a first-round draft pick on him. You know what I mean? That's just my mindset of it, That's just my mindset of it. Drafting a quarterback in the first round while also re-signing Jameis Winston makes zero to no sense for me. So, yeah, very interesting topic, though. Very interesting topic. I might make a video on that. That's interesting. I have a lot of chat to catch up on, though. So, yeah. Definitely have a lot to catch up on here. Let me see. Prescott to Tampa. Need a veteran cornerback. Tackle depth guards. Then interviews Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis, you guys might not like Marvin Lewis. Willie, I saw you on Twitter about this. I love Marvin Lewis. I think he's a very... He's like kind of average to like above average, but if he's making the playoffs, then, that's better than what we've had in the past, so it's interesting. He would probably he'd be a very, what's the difference? That's a good point, Willie. Pretty much a very similar coach, though. Pat P, new O-line, quarterbacks, Bus, I know it, TJ Hill, wide receiver. Can the Bucs get everything? 30 for 30, sign everyone on defense. You want to play Prescott $40 million? No, I don't know if he'll ask for $40 million, though. That might just be a rumor made up by the media. Who knows? Draft a better free safety. James, can I not name our top 5 weaknesses in our positions? Right tackle. Safety, I guess. Backup wide receiver. That's a huge one. Backup quarterback and something else. That one I can't give you off the top of my head. Good point, James. Shaq might not get many sacks this year, maybe only 12 to 14, but still worth retaining. Agree 100% with that. Shaq Barrett needs to come back. He is instrumental in the Buccaneers defense, to say the least. Offensive lineman free agency, need to lock down corner. Like the bed sheets, thank you, Jacob. Greatly appreciated. Gabby gave those to me. Very nice. Fix the O-line. Will Cameron Brake be back next year? Possibly. I think that either Cameron Brate or OJ Howard will be gone this offseason. One or the other. That's my thought process right now. That could easily change, though. We'll see. There's plenty of areas that need depth. Agreed with that, Patrick. Priority should be solidifying the offensive line. Yeah. Backup offensive line. That's huge. Huge. Burrow fall to 14? No, Burrow's not falling to 14. He's not falling past 1. Do I think Derek Carr for a second? That's a possibility. That's a possibility. That I believe I mentioned in the video as well, talking about Jameis Winston. Derek Carr trade, that's a possibility to me. Thoughts on Andy Dalton? I like Andy Dalton, but I know people don't. I think at this point in his career, he's probably like a high-end backup, but somebody might still give him a starting spot. Who knows? Do I think shot getting a Brady with so many offensive weapons? No, I think Brady's either going to stay in Foxborough or go somewhere in California. That's my guess. What do I think of Derek Carr? I like Derek Carr. But my thoughts are still that Jameis Winston's probably going to come back. Derek Carr trash, totally agree. No need to sign Winston and draft quarterback in 2020. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Does not. John Gruden messed him up. Jacob Easton, not a franchise quarterback. Grant Delpit, my guy. Yeah, I wonder if he'll be there, though. He's gotten a lot of hype so far up to this point. What's likely to happen at running back? Sign a free agent David Johnson. I'm sure they'll bring back... I'm sure they'll have somebody there. Honestly, you guys might not like this. I like Ronald Jones a lot. I do. And I saw a lot of people this year get upset that, why isn't Ronald Jones getting enough carries? Why is he not the 3-down back? Stuff along those lines. Why is he splitting time with Peyton Barber and Dario Ogunbowale, who I like both those guys as well, by the way. I would not have any problems with them coming back. I know that's a controversial opinion, but I'm trying to make a point here. I saw a lot of people question that. Why is Ronald Jones not getting a lot of carries? Why isn't he the 3-down back? And now we're getting to the offseason, and I see people saying, who are we going to get at running back? Who are we going to get at running back? And it's like, well, no, wait a minute. You can't have both those thought processes, You can't, and I'm not accusing anybody here. I've just seen it on social media where people, they get mad that Ronald Jones is not getting enough playing time, but also at the same time, they want them to draft a running back or sign a running back in free agency to split time with Ronald Jones. You can't have both those thought processes. That's impossible. You can't hope that Ronald Jones is a 3-down back for this team and then also hope that the Buccaneers get more running backs to split time with Ronald Jones. That's not how that works. So, I would not be mad if they decided to just say, Ronald Jones, you're our 3-down back. Let's go. Because we saw some really good flashes from Ronald Jones, light years ahead of what he was first year with Dirk Cutter. I wouldn't be mad at all if they brought back Peyton Barber, they brought back Dario Ogunbowale, but they said, hey, Ronald Jones, he's way more comfortable in the system now in year 2 with us. He's going to be just our permanent 3-down back. Let's see what he can do. I wouldn't be mad about that. There are some running backs out there, though, that, I would be interested in the Buccaneers going for, but the only justification I would need to see is that the Buccaneers are getting somebody who's just going to be their new 3-down back. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting. But I still trust Ronald Jones. I do. I know that's kind of a little controversy, but, I still trust him. I think he can be a 3-down back for us. But we'll see. You never know with the Bucs. You never know. Bruce likes these running back multi-attack type things. So, indeed. Anyway, back to the chat. Eli almost 30 as well. The guy ended up winning 2 Super Bowls. Fluky, but it happens indeed. Re-signed Jameis for $19 million. David Johnson declines, though. Derrick Henry, Kareem Hunter, free agent running backs. Love to see Jameis, even his flaws. Signed Kenyon Drake. Oh, Kenyon Drake, he ain't leaving Arizona. He ain't leaving Arizona. The one guy I personally would probably be 100% interested in terms of taking over the spot of Ronald Jones as like a 3-down back would be David Johnson. That's just me. But aside from that, man, I really trust Ronald Jones. I really do. Let me see. We're not keeping him the quarterbacks like 2 years. Patrick Cooks. Hold on, guys. I'm catching up to the chat. Bear with me here. Let me see. Here. Marvin Lewis would be an amazing assistant coach. Jameis, if Gabbert. Hold on now. Okay, so hold on. There we go. I got a lot of chat to catch up with. Don't mind me. Resign Winston to a 1-year deal. Go 2-14 draft Trevor Lawrence. We signed Tom Brady, win 2 Super Bowls. He retires with 8 rings. Winston for a 1-year deal. Can the Bucs win Super Bowl coming? Hayward hosts Super Bowl next year. Yes. We should sign Case Keenum as a backup. Tom Brady's declining. Tom Brady linked to the Bucs. I did see that. Tom Brady's going to sign with the Chargers. True. Oh, well, Drake still would have loved to be. Yeah, Drake would have been nice. If Gabbert would have been healthy this year, do I think he would have gotten some playing time? Adam, good question. I'm going to put a bookmark in that. I'll come back to it because I do have a theory, and I will come back to that. James needs to roll out, uses mobility. Marvin Lewis playoffs don't go together. Marvin Lewis is great, kinda. With the running game, Taysom Hill. We need Derek Brooks as our GM. That'd be fun. Signed Tom Brady 2 Super Bowls, retires 8 rings. Yeah, rest in peace, Sam Weish, by the way. That's very upsetting. He helped build a Super Bowl team. So shout out to Sam Weish. Rest in peace to him. He was a very nice guy. Let's see. O.J. Howard. Talking a lot about O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard must be lazy. Something we could have had Dalvin Cook over O.J. Yeah, but Dalvin Cook won in the 2nd round. Every other team had a chance to draft him, too. Andrew Luck? Could be. You never know. Andy would work for me. I want to see Andy as a backup. Andy Dalton. That'd be an interesting backup. Bring back Glennon. You already know what I'm about, Adam. You already know I'm trying to bring back Glennon. I'm trying every day. Trying every day to bring back Mike Glennon. Let me see. Derek Carr. 30 picks, so I went to even discussion and come back. Prediction for the Super Bowl? Well, it was originally Seahawks-Patriots for me, but now it's just the Seahawks winning, I guess, is my prediction. We must progress, not regress. My cat said we should trade down with the Patriots. There you go. Your cat's smart. Winston's turnover machine. Jameis put the ball at the Raiders. We need a back like Henry. Yeah, I mean, I still think Ronald Jones is a good running back. Maybe because too much out of Jameis. Too out of the Titans franchise. Titans franchise tagged Henry. I think quarterback change like the Titans did would help us as well. Could happen. Who knows? We'll have to wait to see who they get. Winston is a machine, a turnover machine. There you go. Yeah, Willie, I'm fine with fixing up the O-line, seeing what Rojo can do. We know this. You gonna focus on me? The Buccaneers' offensive line sucks at run blocking. They're just not good at it. It's actually insane. So I'd like to see a good O-line for run blocking and see what Rojo can do. Rojo was only 24th in carries this year. He's got to get more. Peyton Barber was 29th. That's how big the split was. So, yeah, it's interesting. Bucs getting new uniforms 2020 season. I've not heard anything about new uniforms, no. I mean, I don't have insider info, so. Yeah. Kareem Hunt, talking more about that. Don't re-sign Barber? I'm fine with re-signing Barber. Bring back Glennon. Bring back Glennon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me see. Don't re-sign Barber. Ted Fax. Bucks missed on the Seminoles for some reason. Agree, let Barber walk. Thank you, Mason. Signed Derrick Henry. Hey, Huey, how are you? Hope you're good. Rojo's good with me. Will Shaq win Defensive Player of the Year? I want him to. He should. He probably won't. Just because the national media is ridiculous. And the Associated Press is ridiculous. Can't say that enough. David Johnson. We can get a running back in the 3rd or 4th round. Other teams are finding backs. Rojo is good. He'll work. Yeah, I'm fine with Rojo. I think Rojo could be the 3-down back easily. You know, and that's my mindset right now. You know, it's just have Rojo be the 3-down back. Peyton Barber and Dario Ogunbowale. I mean, like, I'm fine with them coming back too. Just have them not have as crazy of a split with Ronald Jones. So, yeah, very interesting. We need an ugly, productive draft. Yeah, you know, it's not going to look pretty, but O-line, D-line, give it to me, you know? Rojo is good enough, though. Rojo is godly. Jameson, a better run game. Ahoy, James, ahoy, dub. Happy the Aints, Eagles, and Pats are going home early this year, indeed. Franchise Garrett, no questions. Give Barrett a contract. Give him a 5-year deal. Give him like $19 million a year. I do not care. Give Shaq Barrett all the money. Getting a big-name running back sounds sexy, but isn't going to be the best way to spend our money, in my opinion. Mason, I agree with that. That's why I'm fine with Ronald Jones. What's up, Austin? How are you? Ale, how are you? Bring back Glennon. Always down for it. We need a mobile quarterback or someone who could read a defense. Will Andrew Luck ever return? That one's interesting. That one's tricky. Trade Brait for a draft pick. Glennon for Waterboy. Re-sign Brashad Perriman? Yes, 100% re-sign Brashad Perriman. Totally down for that. Patrick, you have a good night, my friend. I will see you soon. Luck does not want to play. Mariota. Brashad the GOAT. Andrew Talk BA. Come on, Bucs. Jones had good yards per carry. We just stopped running. Bring back Glennon. Funniest thing I've heard all day. Nah, we're doing it, Jaden. We're doing it. We're bringing him back. Let's do it. Will they have red end zones next season? I'm not sure. That one I have no idea. Feed Rojo. Titans only have $48 million in cap space. I wouldn't be surprised to trade Howard in our first for a top 10 pick. Maybe. And we have pick 14. What do I think of our next offseason opponents? I'm fine with them. There's a lot of games I want to go to, so I'll be good with that. Cole, how are you, my friend? I'm doing good. Mariota? Nah. Rojo needs a partnership in the backfield. Barber is serviceable, but he is replaceable. Yes, sir. Brooks for GM. Get Teddy in free agency. Rojo. Last final pick 6 was the nail for me. I think it was for a lot of people. The fullback, Ogunbowale. Indeed. I love I'm fine with Dario Ogunbowale. You know, Kaepernick, 1-year deal, see when you still play football. I don't know if he'll ever play football again. You know, I'm not sure. What grade do I give the Bucs sports science department? I mean, A+, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure. Give Shaq $28 million a year? Do it. Gotta do it, man. Give him all the money. Give Shaq Barrett all the money. Do I think we can keep JPP? Yes, we can. Bucs have a top defensive front seven, top receiving core. Should be the top destination for free agents to win. No, now. There you go, yes. 28, that's money. Have you seen the sports video on Jameis Winston 30 for 30? If not, check it out. I'll check it out at some point, sure. Hey, he only has 7 fingers, but he got 12.5 sacks last year, 8.5 this year, only playing in 10 games. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Heard Bucs getting updated jerseys? Maybe so. Maybe so. One player that on our defense that doesn't get enough credit and not a lot of stats. Probably Carl Nassib. I mean, he gets some stats. He had 6 sacks this year, 6 sacks last year. I don't think he gets enough credit, though. He has that captain's patch, too, and people just kind of forget about him. I don't know if he'll be back, however. Should have shut it down the Lions game. Trade Brait. Let's get Phillip Rivers. Who do we blame if we let Jameis go and we still lose? I don't know. Somebody. Alex, oh my gosh, Alex, where have you been? I feel like you haven't been here in a long time, my friend. It's been a long time. James, do I ever go to Bucs away games? No, I've never been to a Bucs away game before. The only stadium I've ever been in is Raymond James Stadium. It's the only stadium. Barrett's not worth $28 million. He's around $18 million. Give him all the money. Give him $18 million. No Rivers. Brady sells his house in New England. Might be the move. Come to Florida. When Mariota, let's see. SMB, Dean Carlton Davis came on really strong in the second half of the season. Agree with that 100%. Sign a veteran quarter to a 1-year deal with Carlton Davis, SMB, and Dean. Let's sign Mike Glenn so we can pass Winston's 30-pick season. I can feel some love for Mike Glennon here. I really can. Guys, funny, what are my thoughts on the Bucs 2-6 home record? It's not good. Geez, win at home, you're a playoff team. You know? It's weird. Of course, it's a Bucs thing. You know what I mean? Will we ever get to see... we'll get to see my Bucs here in Denver next season. Right on, Manuel. That'll be fun. Glenn will be in the 10-50 club? Probably. Golston doesn't get much credit either. I was going to say Golston. I was definitely going to say Golston, Willie. That is a good one as well. Sign Matt Bryant. You know. We have all the weapons here to win. Where does Anthony Nelson fit? He has shown some flashes. I think that Anthony Nelson is going to be a replacement for Carl Nassib. That's what I think. I think that that's pretty much possibly set in stone. They're basically the same player. So, yeah. Definitely a possibility. As much as it hurts me to say that, because I want Carl Nassib back. Alex, you have class at night? I'm sorry, man. You're on winter break? Well, right on, man. Right on, right on. Keep Sue. We need to sign Chris Godwin to a contract as big as Evans. He deserves it. Agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Sign Vinny Testaverde. Oh, my. I think they'll let Nassib go and use/develop Nelson. Probably, yeah. That's probably a real possibility. Good night, Kendall. You have a great night. Go Bucs. Can the Bucs get Talib back? Probably not, no. Am I also a Rays and Lightnings fan? Big fan of the channel, just curious, thanks. I'm fine with them, yeah, Philip. I'm all Tampa teams. It's not like I'm supporting another hockey team or another baseball team. Just baseball and hockey are 2 sports that I've had a tough time getting into. But I have watched it occasionally because it helps out with my degree. So, yeah. Definitely am a fan of the Rays and Lightning. Yeah. Game week 6 against the Giants. Just one of the Falcons. There are changes. Agree or disagree? Agree to a certain degree is what I would say. Ale. You can make a lot of what if scenarios. You know what I mean about a lot of different things. If we were to play the what if game, we'd be here all night. Stuff happens. You can change a lot of stuff. You can change a lot of stuff. Do I think we still need safeties? Probably an extra safety, yeah, would help. Would definitely help. Keep Sue. He invade our run vacuums. Indeed. Oh my. Most underrated member of our front seven. Most underrated member of our front seven. Probably William Golston, honestly. Probably him. Do I think we will get David Johnson? It all depends on what the Cardinals want to do with him. Yeah, Todd Bowles hasn't gotten any head coaching interviews yet. Very interesting. Yeah, very, very interesting. Need to have a draft class next year. NFL needs to make Bucs versus Raiders game. Primetime game with Chuki there now. Oh, yeah. That'll be a good game to watch. Keep the team as is. Get better running back. We'll be in the playoffs. Should we re-sign Peyton Barber or release him? I'm fine with re-signing Peyton Barber. I don't think he's going to cost a lot, you know? I do think, though, that you got to give the ball more to Ronald Jones. But I'm fine with Peyton Barber coming back. I think he's a very serviceable backup running back. Bulls will only get a token. Bruni rule. Interview for compliance sake. Maybe. Who knows? We talked about Brandon Scherf and trading Donovan Smith in like a fifth for Trent Williams. That'd be interesting. We'd be playing Madden at that point. That'd be nice. That would be nice. If Jameis can tone down on the turnovers, I think he can be a top 10 quarterback. Oh yeah, everybody said that, including himself. The question is just, can he do it? You know. Lewis should have played. Jeez, I went through the roof. James, well, what's my dream player that you wish they play on the Bucs? Pick one offensive, one defensive. Throughout all of history or just in the current era right now? Because that's, you know, there's some stuff there, you know, depending on whether or not it's like throughout all of history or not. And I will wait for your answer here, Austin. Trade down in the first, get a quarterback in the third. Yeah, that could be interesting. Dub, that might be something they explore. Current era. On offense, I would say, man, probably Aaron Rodgers. Current era. I mean, Peyton Manning, probably. Does he count as current era? Does Peyton Manning count as current era? Because I would take Peyton. Probably. Or Tom Brady. I mean, is Tom Brady the same guy if he isn't with, you know, Bill Belichick? I don't know. Offense, though, probably one of the great quarterbacks that you can think of. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, whatever. Defensively, that one's tough. Defensively is tough. Man, defensively is a tough one, too. Pass rusher. Who's like a phenomenal pass rusher? No, Manning's not current era. Then like Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson or Tom Brady. One of those three. You know, if we had them right back from when they were drafted. Then defensively, I don't know, man. Give me like a full career of... I'm trying to think of just who's been a phenomenal player. Give me like a full career of Earl Thomas, I guess. That'd be fun. Or Richard Sherman. One of those guys. That'd be fun. Trade down the first. Good insight on the Bucs, man. Thank you, Andre. Appreciate you. Current era. DRC retired. Who I think been training for Brait. Need to upgrade at least 2 offensive linemen. Do some of you guys still believe in Jameis Winston? Oh, there's definitely some fans out there who still believe in Jameis Winston. 100%. Like 1,000,000% there's still people out there who believe in him. How impactful has Hargraves been for the Texans? I don't think he's been that impactful at all, actually. Manning's not current era. Oh, Aaron Donald? Okay, maybe Aaron Donald. Yeah. Maybe. Oh, man. Got a sneeze coming. Hold on. I'm good. Daria walks. Where do I think Brady will be next season if he leaves New England? Maybe the Chargers. Chargers are a strong possibility. Fan base stupid, worst fan base ever. Keep Jameis. Hey, the fan base is awesome. Steve Young. I do remember Steve Young. Yes, I do. James for Bucs GM. That'd be fun. That would be very fun. I would love to be the Bucs GM. Then you guys would kill me for the moves I make. I don't know. I'd probably get killed if I was the GM, because you all know me. So you would all just message me. You all know my email. You'd be like, James, what are you doing? And I'd be like, I'm sorry. And it would probably be hilarious. Ugh, man. Let me see here. Do I think the Bucs are going to relocate? No. No, the Glaciers love it here. As far as I can see, they're very much into the Tampa Bay community. It's a good place to have a football team, too. It just makes sense that Tampa Bay has a football team. They're a strong city. So, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. If you could cut turnovers in the half, it'd be good with Winston. I think we've already seen his best. Grant Delpit will be there at 14. Can't pass up on him if he is. I mean, if he's there at 14, then yeah, I probably wouldn't pass up on him. I don't know, man. I mean, offensive line, I want a DeMar Dotson replacement. That's what I want. That's what the Bucs need. So that might take more of a priority in my mind, at least. So if we get rid of Winston, we'll be hitting the reset button on our offense. I've been Raymond James, Hard Rock Stadium, Mercedes-Benz Superdome, TIAA Bank Stadium. There you go. If Herbert was there, well, it all depends if you bring back Winston. Any drafting quarterbacks in the first round, it all depends on if Winston comes back. What if the Bucs play a game or two in Orlando to attract more fans? That would be interesting. That would be interesting. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Looks pitiful. Tampa Bay is a very results-driven fan base. You know, once teams start winning games, then they go to those games. You know, that's definitely, you know, kind of that's just how, you know, Florida is. You know, they call it fair weather, but for me, it's just I call it results-driven. You know, the more you win, the more likely fans are willing to show up. You know. What's my favorite Bucs moment watching live? Mine is 2014 when Mike Glennon threw a game-winning touchdown to Vincent Jackson with 7 seconds left at Pittsburgh. That's a good one. That is a good one. That might have to be up there. Honestly, I loved the Adam Humphries missed field goal return for a touchdown. That was insane. I know it was only preseason, but Lord, that was fun. I don't know. I'm sure I could think of something if I had more time, but nah. You know. Are the Glaciers selling Man U? I don't know. I have no idea. If we get rid of Winston, we will probably trade Mike Evans too. Well, I don't agree with that at all. Why would they? I love Ronald Jones a lot. I think he's our future back. He just needs opportunities, don't I think, James? Yes, I agree 100% with that. He got some opportunities this year, and he did pretty good. So I'm happy with that. If Gabbert would have been healthy this year, do I think you would have gotten some playing time? Adam, that was the question. Thank you. Theory. Because Bruce talked about this. I actually have the quote. Let me see if I can find it here. Okay. So they asked Bruce Arians at the end of the year. It was the day after the final Bucs game of the year versus Atlanta. They said, what do you, basically to paraphrase the question here, on there being more forgiveness for Jameis Winston's mistakes this season? And this was Bruce Arians' answer word for word. Yes, a big part of it was Blaine Gabbert getting hurt, and we had to find out. This is a franchise, and we had to find out. So, yeah, I completely agree with that. You know, if Blaine Gabbert would not have gotten hurt, I believe he would have gotten some form of playing time. I agree with that 100%. I think that is a legitimate thing you can say. Just seemingly from what Bruce Arians said in that quote there. So I believe that was a legit possibility if Gabbert wouldn't have gotten hurt. We don't need another running back. Kind of happens. Do I miss Doug Martin? No, I don't miss Doug Martin. I mean, I was happy for what he did for us, but I don't miss him. I'm happy with Ronald Jones now. Very few of us go to games to support the love of the team, regardless of the records. Yeah. Cam, how are you, my friend? Hope you are good. Where are the videos? Are you making videos? I'm checking right now. Hold on, you better be making videos. You made a video a month ago, Cam. I need more videos. Where are the Bucs videos, Cam? I know you can make them. Where are they? Come on now. Love Humphries. Why did they let him walk? Too much money. The guy's making $10 million. You know, and I'm fine with Perriman. I like Perriman a lot. I mean, I do miss Humphries. I miss Humphries a lot. So, Why didn't we trade for Duke Johnson again? I don't know. I suggested it, but I'm fine with Ronald Jones right now. I think he's good. Mike Evans is non-trade for Bucs organization. Agree. Let me see here. Get a lot of Evans. We're deep wide receiver position. We're not deep at the wide receiver position. Godwin, Evans, Godwin, Perriman, wasteland, essentially. Like, that's like, I know that's like kind of mean. There's not a lot of guys out there right now where I'm going, oh, you know what? They've proven themselves. I like a lot of the guys there who I think they're young guys who have a lot of potential. But in terms of guys who you can just right away say, hey, they can do it right away. That's not there right now. It's wasteland. Nothing. we don't have necessarily a solid fourth guy. Justin Watson, he had his moments, but it wasn't consistent enough to make me go, there he is. Scotty Miller, he had his moments, but injuries were a huge problem for him. Both those guys are going to have a lot to prove. Or they could be in serious trouble, Very interesting. Let me see. Looked so deep the last couple of games. Gabbard is trash. Why don't we see how Griffin is? We saw him. I just don't think they trust Griffin to be any more than like a backup. That's just how it is. Oh, man. Gabbard is absolutely terrible, though. You never know, man. You never know. I'm going to get some heat for that one. Gabbard probably won't be back, no. Bucs also mentioned losing leverage in terms of contract talks. Maybe. Yeah, that might have been a thing. Cole Gripe. Sup, hero? How are you? Do I think Peyton's gone? Probably not. I think he'll be back. Josh McCown in a playoff game today, lol. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Crazy times we live in. Sign Colin Kaepernick as a multi-purpose player. Jacob Easton. Should the Bucs sign Kareem Hunt? Probably not. Do I have season tickets? No. I wish I did, but that's a lot of money. And I'm broke. So, Perriman would seek more money. He only turned it on when he got thrown at the number 1. Yeah, but that shows he can do it, Injuries happen. You need people to show up. Perriman showed up. That's the whole point of the next man up mentality. Been busy, my man. Family and work. Really gonna try. Okay, Cam, you better make some videos, dog. I've been waiting to see you make some videos. Is what Winston did this year good or bad for his stock? Bad. I would say bad for his stock. Right? No, I don't know. Man. I would say it's probably more bad than good. Slightly bad. Godman is okay, but that's it. Keep Winston 1 year. Don't be surprised if BA drafts a wide receiver. What do I think of Teddy B? I like Teddy Bridgewater. I do. Oh, man. Bobo got cut? Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here, man. Bleacher Report has us trading for Cam Newton for 2 second-round picks. What are my thoughts? I wouldn't do that. No, I would not do that at all, actually. Bring back Bobo mean? No, sir. Get him out of here. Man's a baller. Bobo got cut. What should we do with Dario Bawale? I'm fine with bringing him back. I think he's fine. Do I think we should have cut Bobo? Yes, 100%. He was not good. He was not good at all. How about the Saints losing the Vikings, though? Sean Payton not smirking anymore? I guess not, no. Which guy would we probably move, Braid or OJ? Probably OJ. Man, that's tough. I think both of them have as equal of a chance to each other of getting moved. Let me see. Jameis, 350 yards. Starting quarterbacks doing that without their 1 or 2 options. Was hoping McCown was going to win that game. Me too. David Johnson of the Bucs. Could happen. We'll see. Winston is awesome. Tom Brady. Who did it better? Probably Winston. Winston probably did the pick 6 better. Why are the Glazers so patient for the GM but not the head coach? I don't know. That's just how they work. It's very weird. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Do I play Ultimate Team? No, I do not. Oh my. James Lee's money is gone as well. He's not going to want to do a rebuild. Drafting a rookie quarterback is a rebuild. But you don't have to draft a rookie quarterback if you get rid of Jameis Winston. There's a lot of different options you can do. You can sign a quarterback. You can draft a quarterback. I mean, there's different outlets out there, you know? Perriman in the slot wasn't working, so is it worth it to overpay him? Well, you can do other stuff. Mike Evans can go in the slot for some plays. Chris Godwin can go in the slot for some plays. I think they'll consider it. 5,000 first year, new offense with no running game is bad. Okay. 30 interceptions does not help anybody's stock. Bruce Arians said that in his press conference after the game. You know? Then it cancels itself out. You know? I mean, then it's neutral. Then he didn't do himself any favors in a good or a bad way. Then. Bridgewater will stay in New Orleans. Do I think Teddy Bridgewater would be a good fit for Bruce Arians' offense? I have no idea. I'm not sure. Yeah, Aaron, don't do that. Just do a towards the camera, but it said to be charged $5.99 a month to use the transaction service. No, do not do that, Aaron. You can just give a super chat if anything. Yeah, and I can just write it down. Bridgewater will stay in New England. Let me see. Do I think Teddy Bridgewater would be a good fit? Yeah, but thank you for trying to donate, Aaron. I appreciate that. That is weird. I don't like that, then. I don't like that at all. Thoughts on letting Perriman walk and picking up a cheaper option? They could do that, yeah. They could do that. I would prefer Perriman to come back, though. Matt Judon, Jalen Hurts offseason signed Eric Berry. Nobody signed Eric Berry. Nobody did. I think that dream is dead for a lot of teams. Ready for a fresh start at quarterback. Try Hurts in the second round. Here's Taquan Underwood is available. Oh, man. I would love Taquan Underwood. He's great. Ishmael Heyman. Oh, man. Not really good options other than draft a quarterback. You never know. They could always trade for one. What about Tyrod Taylor? Could be something. Kelvin Benjamin is available. Wide receiver. I would not get Kelvin Benjamin. What's up, Dub? Like the live stream? Yeah, if you guys are enjoying, like the live stream. I greatly appreciate that. What do I think we can get OJ and Brait? A second for OJ. I feel like our offense and tight end basically will do. Let's get the quarterbacks that throws it out of the bounds for Derek Carr. What's BucsNation? What's up? Indeed. What's up, Bucs gang? God no on Tyrod. Keep Winston all-time favorite Bucs player. Probably like Barber, Brooks, or Selman. One of those three. Does Bucs re-sign Shaq Barrett? Yeah, definitely. Do I think we should draft quarterback or O-line in the first round? O-line. Got to get O-line. Also depends on what you do with Jameis Winston. Do I think we keep JPP? I would say yeah. I would say we would. 100%. Lynch for me, is Mariota a free agent? He is. He is. Sign low tier quarterback to replace Jameis to rebuild. Teddy Bridgewater behind this O-line. Zero running is no better than Jameis. Let's get Rivers 23-20 touchdown to interception ratio versus 34-30 touchdown ratio. What's the difference? Lol. I don't know. Eric Berry is done. Front seven needs to come back. Agree with that. That'll be good. Other than pick sixes, I wonder how many points were scored off of his picks. Our defense help up, but when you put up 30 interceptions, put your defense back on the field. Can Bridgewater throw the ball downfield? Maybe. I don't know. Just seeing with this live, just got done grubbing. What's up, JT? What a season indeed. What a season indeed. Man, it's been a weird one. Jameis Winston. Got a lot of Jameis Winston. How about Rivers? Hi, how am I doing? I'm doing good. Man, how are you doing? His hair was spectacular. Any thoughts on Drew Brees' 2 turnovers today's game? That's not good. It's not good at all. He did not help them win the game. Brees is done. Do I think Newton stays in Carolina? Honestly, probably not. I would say no. New coach, too. New owner. I don't think he stays. Maybe we could trade for Stafford? Maybe. How much do I think the Bucs will pay Shaq Barrett? At least $16 million. At least. Mariota wasn't as bad as Jameis. Bridgewater check down quarterback. Bortles. No Bortles, please. Oh my God, no. Please no. What's my favorite game of the season this year? Mine's the Rams. Mine's probably the Rams too. What positions do we upgrade besides both O-line and secondary? Backup wide receiver is a huge one. Backup safety or even starting safety is a huge, well, you already said secondary. Backup offensive line, backup quarterback, backup wide receiver. A lot of depth problems, you know, on the offensive side of the ball especially. Stafford is the only quarterback letting Jameis go for. Does Bucs trade up in the draft? Probably not, no. We could get Fitzy back. There you go. Fitz still got it, not gonna lie. NFC South is blowing up. Bucs should have an advantage going into next year. You would like to think so. You would certainly like to think so. I hope so, man. I hope so. Very interesting. I think Barrett earned a long-term extension. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. He definitely earned it. Yeah, I wanted him to have a long-term extension when he had 9 sacks. 19 and a half. Give him everything. He is the best. You guys know how much I love Shaq Barrett. The freaking shirt's up there signed. Bring him back. That's all I want in my life. Mariota and Soldier Boy voice. Why he ain't playing in playoffs. Need that conservative stuff. There you go. Am I comfortable with BA than Dirk? Yeah, I'm more comfortable with BA than Dirk. What's up? You gotta admit, touchdown pass to Perriman. Falcons game was sick. That was a pretty amazing catch. I was not expecting that. That was amazing. That was like old Jameis that we saw out there. It was crazy. Did we end up second or third in the division? Third. I believe we ended up third. Next season prediction: live dangerously, James. PFF. I have no idea next season, Dub. Come on now. What do I think Brady? What do I think about Brady to the Bucs? I don't think it'll happen. No. Oh man, NFC South is self-destructing. Indeed. Barrett definitely coming back. I hope so, man. I don't even hope so. I know so. I know he'll be back. He will be back. Will Logan Ryan be a free agent after this season? I think he'll re-sign with Tennessee. Does Jameis Winston's thumb being hurt help or hurt his contract negotiations? I don't think it does anything, really. I really don't think it does. Barrett is certainly a building block for the future. Yeah, he's the building block for the here and now, you know. BO wants to hand over the team Todd Bowles in 2023 after winning a Super Bowl. That'd be wild. Trade for Dalton? Who knows what they're going to do. Sue coming back? Yeah. Think the Bucs store would break if Brady signed with Tampa selling jerseys? Probably, yeah. It would probably break. It would probably break. Imagine if Vita Vea got all his quarterback hits as sacks. I mean, yeah. I mean, imagine if Shaq Barrett did. He would have broken the sack record. That would have been pretty nice. Unfortunately not. I wish they could. How's the Bucs cap space? Right now they have around $90 million, I believe. Something like that. But a lot of that's going to go to our own guys, which, in my opinion, I'm okay with. So, Bucs are never going to win the division again. Who dat? Well, there you go. The Saints didn't win their playoff game today. Who dat? I don't think that Saints fans can talk a lot of trash right now. I really don't think Saints fans can talk a lot of trash right now. Shaq should be first team Pro Bowl, All-Pro. Indeed. Very interesting. What would it take to move up top 10 in this year's draft? Probably a lot. Probably a lot. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and end off this live stream here. We've been going for over an hour. So I think I'm all good here. What would I want? Okay, would I want the Bucs to sign AB if the opportunity came up? No way. No. He's crazy. Keep him away from everything I love. Get him out of there. It's dumb. Stupid, man. It's crazy. Talking about some Saints stuff here. All right, off topic. What's my opinion about 2K MLB back in the day? Fun game. Fun game. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and head off here. I will probably have some more videos coming out very, very soon talking about different kinds of things for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, or this live stream, I guess I should say. Hope you all enjoyed. It was a very fun live stream, very fun conversation, and I will see you in the next live stream or the next video. But until then, and as always, guys, see you very, very, very soon. I have a lot of content coming out on this channel very soon. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now. And go Bucs!